Hello, this is Jeff Long, founder and owner of Empowering Life Decisions. Today I would like to talk about the topic aging parents. How to help your parents when the time comes and what you and your parents need to know. Well, to begin, many people don't like to have this talk with their parents, but it's important to know what your parents' wishes are, their concerns, and where their important documentation and financial papers are. Now, you can also have help having this talk with your parents from other family members or friends, clergy, doctors, lawyers, or social workers. And by having this talk and being ready, it's going to help everyone involved in the situation. Once you start talking, though, with your parents, don't forget to listen to them and hear what their wishes and concerns are. Don't make all the decisions for them and then inform them what's going to happen. Don't come with a bunch of paperwork. Don't treat your parents like a child. Don't make promises that you may need to break. For instance, I've seen this many times. Family members will tell their loved ones, you will never have to go to a skilled nursing facility. But for whatever reason there may be, and it could be more than one reason, they've had to do that. And that's not made them feel good, nor has it made their parents feel good, and it's made them actually angry because the promise was broke. So don't make promises that you may need to break. Do discuss goals and needs with your parents. And again, talk about what your parents' wishes are. And then initially try, if possible, to make small changes at first. Now, what are some signs that your parent needs help? Is your parent unsteadily, especially on stairs? Has your parent already fallen? Does he or she get dizzy when getting up from a chair? Has there been any personality changes recently? Was your parent vocal and now quiet or sweet, or now irritable or critical? Has your parent lost or gained weight? This could be signs of illness, depression, or having trouble with cooking or shopping. Does your parent no longer enjoy doing things that he or she used to enjoy? Has their personal hygiene declined? Is the house and yard no longer maintained? Is there nothing to eat in the home, or the food is moldy or spoiled? Is the mail unopened or bills unpaid? Your parent has been forgetting important information, losing things, getting lost, or missing appointments. Does their vehicle now have more dents, or are there more traffic violations? Be prepared. And part of that is also knowing where the paperwork is. Do you have access? For example, do you have access to their safe deposit box? Is there a safe at the home? Do you know where the key or combination is? Do you know what information to know to help your parents? And when you're preparing to care for your parents and making sure all items are ready in case of an emergency, you need to be doing the same thing, getting things ready for yourself, for your children and family, or whoever's going to be helping you in the future. There is documents and information and items that you're going to likely need. For instance, names, addresses, and phone numbers of your parents' relatives, friends, neighbors, and any caregivers. Do you know who their doctors, dentists, pharmacy, and other medical providers or suppliers are? The names and information of their lawyers, insurance agents, accountants, financial advisors, clergy members or where they go to church at, if they go to church, any banks and other financial institutions. And then where are the following? Driver's license and or passport, birth certificate, marriage certificate, divorce or separation papers, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid numbers, and identification cards. If they were in the military, where's the DD-214? Where are keys to the house, office, safe deposit box, post office box, and any combinations needed? Do you know where their medical information's at? What is your parents' medical history, illnesses, surgeries, treatments, immunizations, allergies, medications? Do you have a list or know where a list of their current medications are, where the meds are located, and is the medicine being taken appropriately? Some legal documentations that you'll need to know about: will, power of attorney healthcare, power of attorney property, which is the finance. Is there a living will? Any advance directives, trust, estate, or a DNR, which is do not resuscitate? Do they have any insurance policies like life, health, disability, long-term care, homeowners or renters insurance, and auto insurance? Things you may need to know of for in the future: know where some home health care agencies are, some hospices, some home care caregivers for like companionship. Is your parent financially prepared for the future? Do they have deeds or titles to real estate, automobiles, boats, and other vehicles? Do they have rental agreements? Do you know the location of valuables? Are they hidden? Passwords, access codes, and PINs to whatever you may need for their financial or to get into their properties. Has any of the property had appraisals? Where are past years' copies of the federal and state tax returns? Are there receipts for property taxes or other large payments? Do you have checking and saving and money market account information? Are there retirement accounts, stock, bonds, and other securities? What about profit sharing or pension plans? Was your parent a business owner or a partner? Do they have agreements? Do you know where those are at? They can have a lot of various debt too that you need to be aware of. It could be mortgage, rent, credit cards, utilities, taxes, insurance premiums, any outstanding bills or other liabilities. And then to think about in the future about various may need to have some housing options, downsizing to a smaller house, condo, or an apartment. You might need to provide a caregiver at your parents' residence. You might need to move your parent in with you and the family. There's retirement communities, there's senior apartments, there's independent living, assisted living, and skilled nursing facilities. And another talk that many people don't like to talk to the parents about are what their funeral wishes or decisions are. Do they want to donate their body to science? Do they want burial or cremation? Visitation or no visitation? Where do they want the funeral at? Funeral home or chapel, church, graveside, another location? Does your parent already have a pre-need or advanced funeral planning done? As you can see, there is a lot of information that will help you and your parents to be prepared when the time comes, but you just can't do it all in one day, especially if unforeseen accident or tragedy happens immediately. It's going to take time to figure all this out, so it's best to start working on this sooner than later. But as I mentioned before, preparing for yourself for when the time comes that you need to be taken care of, besides doing this for your parents. And in doing so, preparing to take care of your parents, you need to take care of yourself too. You need to take breaks and relax. Get support from friends and family. Avoid the coulda, shoulda, wouldn't. Make sure you're eating well, getting some sleep, continuing your hobbies that you like, and acknowledge the feelings that you're having at that moment. Get help, be prepared, and don't wait until it's an emergency or urgent decisions need to be made. There are many other resources and guides you can find, but most importantly, have this talk with your parent and know their wishes and concerns.